Hey guys, we are back. With me as myself and Pranay. So I think Pranay, this week, last week, and this week is really crucial now because whatever happened in the whole season, these 2 weeks will define who will go to the playoffs, and it's really critical for some teams. I know Hawks has
Yeah.
an important game.
Hawks and Stallions, like last week's loss,
Yeah.
made it interesting, and now four teams are competing for two positions,
Yeah.
excluding All Is Well and DCC. I mean, anyone can make it to play.
So let's talk about last
Yeah.
week. I know there were two important games last week in Pool A, Hawks versus DCC. We all thought it was a critical game because DCC and Hawks at that point were in almost a playoff contention. But now, with that result, now the tables have changed
Yeah.
because with you guys losing in a close game, you can tell us what happened.
I mean, we didn't bat very well basically. Our top order failed, and
Yeah.
we were like, say, we lost 6 wickets, around like 36 or 40 runs.
Yeah.
So then it came to the last over. I mean,
Yeah.
18th over, but like
I
we
think
lost
that
it. Yeah.
DCC bowling also pulled it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madhu Bailapudi has done.
Yeah, he got a
extremely
5 wicket
well,
haul. Yeah, Madhu, congrats. So with Hawks losing, they're still on 16 points. Then what happens next is it was another critical game, Stallions and Panthers.
Yeah.
So we know that Panthers came on top by 5 runs. I think your game also you lost by 4 or 5 runs, right?
Yeah.
So
We lost by 10 runs, I guess.
yeah. So two big games, very close. And then in the Stallions game, I hear their crucial players probably might not have turned up early to the game.
Yeah. So, I mean, Stallion, Manas and
Yeah.
Vipul were late due to LCCL game.
LCCL game, okay.
So,
You think that might have affected the-
Panthers thought of taking that advantage, I guess, and that's where they lost quick wickets.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they didn't
yeah.
score much. They
Yeah,
scored
79
around
or-
79, but still,
Yeah, they defended.
they defended well and they came up winners by 5 runs. So, what that did is Panthers are still in contention with 12 points, and then Stallions are still sitting at 16 with only one game left,
Yeah.
which is this week. That makes it really crucial because what happens now is with 2 points being shared between Dark Knights and Kings, that actually makes it more
I mean, it complicated.
more complicated because Dark Knights are on 14 with a good run rate, but now the remaining games are Dark Knights versus DCC, which is on Friday, which might or might
Crucial.
not impact the overall result of Dark Knights going into playoff because their next game against Stallions will literally be an eliminator. If Dark Knights win,
They'll make it.
they will make it to the playoffs. Alright? If Stallions win, obviously they're in. They're in number 3. So that'll be a literal eliminator of a game. But Dark Knights will have to win this well because if Panthers win their game against All Is Well and Cricket Ninjas, then I think
Yeah.
they are through.
Yeah, they are through.
Yeah, so it's a lot of complication in Pool A, lot of permutations, combinations, and the games upcoming are DK versus DCC, which again we said is crucial for DK on Friday. On Saturday, it's DK Dark Knights versus Stallions, important game. Then on Saturday again, DCC versus Cricket Ninjas, which is mostly inconsequential because
Yeah.
there's no borrowing on that. Hawks and Kings. I'll come back to Pranay. Hawks and Kings is very critical for Pranay.
It's a must win for us. It's kind of pre-quarters, and we have to win this game.
They have to win this game, and
Yeah.
also hope that some of the results for the other games go accordingly because
More
they
favorable.
don't want to be in a situation where they have to wait for other teams to win or lose and wait for the qualification to the playoff for the quarterfinals. So Hawks must win game, and I know Pranay will probably have to have a good team up there because Kings, even though they've lost, it's the last game for this season, and
Yeah, they might want to.
they
put
might just
someone.
want to do something else. And All Is Well Panthers.
Yeah.
It's not important for All Is Well because they're already in the playoffs and they'll probably take number 1 slot. Panthers is the must win for them because if they win that, they still have an outside chance because they have a game next day and they also know the results from the Hawks and Dark Knights games, so they have that advantage, right?
Yes.
So
Yes. So yeah, it's a night game.
It's a night game, yeah.
So all is well.
Will be loaded.
I think fully loaded. Panthers should also be like that. And unless they wanted to qualify someone last game,
Yeah.
if they might try here and there a couple of players that might put in risk. Otherwise, all is well should.
Yeah, so that's a very important game in Pool A. And then the next day is Panthers versus Cricket Ninjas. Again, for Panthers, that's a must win if they still want to have any outside chance of coming into the top 4. So this is the position of Pool A. Hawks, Dark Knights, Stallions and Panthers still fighting for those last 2 spots, which is really, really crucial. And after all these weeks, if it's down to 1 week, we can all imagine what's going through. Obviously, I don't know about the other 3, but Pranay, he is in a full mode.
Yeah.
Okay, now based on run rates, I think all is well is all good. DCC also have a good run rate. Stallions have a very, very good run rate, 1.24, the best in that pool. But they just need to win that game. Hawks has a good run rate, 0.72. Dark Knights has a negative run rate.
I mean, they have to win.
They have to win.
They have to win 2 games. That's it. That's the only way they can make it to playoffs.
Yeah.
If they make it 1 game,
they have to wait for others to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And run rate, I mean, that will come into picture.
Yeah.
They'll end up with 18 points if they win 1 game.
Yeah.
And if Stallions or Hawks, if anyone loses this game, probably they'll come into the 4th spot.
So they just have to beat Stallions and hope that Hawks and Panthers lose.
And on top of this, there won't be a reschedule for these games.
Right.
As organizers
If any of these get rained out, it's just 2 points.
Yeah. Point share is also kind of tricky.
Let's not get into the point share. Hopefully, we'll have all the games this weekend.
Yeah.
The weather looks good. So that's for Pool A. Pool B. We know Bindas is on top with 20 points. Good run rate. Pats, they won their game against Super Giants last week. They are on 20 points too. We have 2 games to go this week. Supernova is on 16. And they also have, I think, 2 games to go, right? Yeah. Supernova has 2 games to go.
I think in Pool B, top 3 are qualified. The 4th position, there are teams they are fighting for.
The 4th position is crucial because Warringers, Badshahs are actually in contention for that slot.
And also Gladiators.
Yeah, because this week they have some games and who knows what's going to happen there. The bigger chance is for Badshahs though.
Yeah.
They have to win at least 1 game and wait for Warringers game results.
Yeah.
So let's see what's the games coming up. Bindas versus Badshahs. It's critical for Badshahs.
Yeah.
If they have to climb up to top 4, they have to somehow upset Bindas, which is in good form, and it's a weekday game, and probably they'll be full strength. So that's a very crucial game for Badshahs. Supernova Patriots, not much because Supernova Patriots mostly.
This is only for ranking, I guess.
It's probably for ranking.
Yeah.
So that's an important game. Super Giants Gladiators, more important for Gladiators because they need to win. Also.
And also wait for some
other results, and this is a game they would like to probably improve the run rate, so they would want to do that. Supernova has another chance versus Black Mambas, and if they win these 2 games against Patriots and Mambas, they might even climb to number 2, right? So that's a very good chance. So Supernova will be all.
There's a chance that they might make it to number 1 also.
Number 1 also, if Bindas loses.
Yeah.
And Patriots Warringers, that's more important again for Warringers because if they have to stay on seal number 4, they need to win this game.
Yeah.
That's their big chance because they have another game coming up versus Gladiators. It's again more like an eliminator because if Warringers win and if Warringers lose the previous game and if Gladiators beat Super Giants, they'll be tied on points. Now, then it's a crucial eliminator game. Whoever wins will go up.
Yeah.
Whoever loses is out. And then Badshahs will be waiting for the results of that game because they are also going to be playing Super Giants, which is again their must-win game if they lose to Bindas. So these 3 teams might end up on 12.
Yeah. So there is a chance that someone can make it with 12 points also.
12 points. The 4th spot can make it with 12 points, but run rate
Yeah,
comes into
okay.
picture.
Yeah.
And I think right now, Bashas and Warringers in a good spot with the run rate.
Yeah.
So that's the situation. And then there's another game, Bindas Mambas, which I think might be inconsequential at this point because Mambas doesn't have a chance and Bindas just needs to win that one again for seeding purpose. They just if they want to be number one.
Yeah.
So that's the situation in Pool B. Again, crucial games for Warringers, Gladiators, Bashas, and Patriots also have two, so they might want to just win one and seal it off and make number two or number three. So going to the games this weekend, Pranay, let's do the picks. Wednesday's game, Bindas versus Bashas. Obviously, I think the favorites are Bindas.
Bindas.
And do you want to pick an upset here or just go with Bindas?
I mean, you never know, if Badshah's bat first,
Yeah.
and in the second half, if there is any dew, probably they might be in a tricky situation.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the temperatures are going to be. All that stuff will matter.
Wednesday it's
But
tomorrow.
the
It's
way
very.
Bindas are playing, I mean, they will be full strength. I think
Yeah.
they will trouble Badshah. I'll
Okay.
go with Bindas.
We pick Bindas, both of us. Thursday, Supernova versus Patriots. We both teams have some history, but in the recent past, Supernova has gotten better of us. So I think
This will be a match
Close
of
one?
the
match of the
weekdays.
week. Match of the
Match of the
weekdays.
weekdays.
So
Yeah.
our pick, I think Pranay.
I'll go with Patriots.
We go with Patriots.
Yeah.
I think I'll just give the benefit
flow.
of
Yeah.
benefit of doubt to Supernova, given the fact that they need to push into the playoffs. So I think they will come all
See.
over. Yeah. So Supernova Pats. Friday, crucial game again for Dark Knights because they're in their quest to the playoffs. Remember, in the beginning of the season, me and Pranay, we said that Dark Knights does not look like the same team. They do not
After
have
our
the
first
energy.
game, we said that.
They do not have the energy in the field. I don't know what happened, but Jayesh
Since
has
then,
really
yeah.
taken it seriously. He's been a single-handed warrior in Dark Knights. He's been pushing them towards the playoffs. So good luck to Dark Knights against DCC. I think I'll pick DCC on a Friday night game, but Dark Knights, watch out, DCC guys. Dark Knights is coming with a
I'll also
mission.
go with DCC. I don't want to complicate the pool.
That's another
For DCC,
scenario.
It doesn't matter, but for us it matters.
Yep. So on Saturday we have Gladiators and Super Giants. I think we will pick both of us will pick Gladiators because it's not a pushover team. Saturday again, Supernova plays Black Mambas. Black Mambas, it's a second last game. They don't have anything at stake. They just can go all out and play free cricket. Supernova will want to push their quest towards number one in the pool. So I think we'll pick Supernova. Patriots versus Warringers, again, most important game for Warringers. But I think, Pranay, what's your pick?
Patriots.
I think I'll go with Patriots too this time. Warringers is a really good team, but I think I'll just go with Patriots. Stallions versus Dark Knights. So this probably for me will
Is
be
a
one
match.
of the games of the week because I think there'll be two. All is Well Panthers and Stallions Dark Knights
Yeah.
will be the games of the week to watch out for. And Stallions Dark Knights, who do you pick?
I'll go with Stallions. I think hopefully they'll come full strength.
I'll pick Dark Knights. Somehow, I just have a feeling that Dark Knights is just going to go all out, and they will try and win one of these games and leave the rest to the other teams. So I'll go with Dark Knights. DCC Cricket Ninjas, very inconsequential game, but I will still go with DCC.
Yeah.
I don't think Cricket Ninjas can trouble DCC in this game. Hawks and Kings. I am picking Hawks no matter what because Hawks has to win this. The back's against the wall. I think after a long time this is happening that they are playing for staying in contention for the playoffs. By this time, in spring or fall, Hawks might have already qualified. This is the first time they're playing for playoff qualification. So I think Hawks.
I'll go with my team.
Hawks.
Yeah.
All is Well Panthers Sunday evening game. Again, critical, crucial for Panthers. All is Well will come loaded, as we said earlier. Your pick.
All is well.
Okay. He picks All is Well. I'll pick All is
Yeah.
Well too, because I think right
Panthers
now.
are sometimes their bowling is good.
They will trouble
We'll
all
see.
as well.
Yeah.
They will surely trouble
We'll
all as
see
well.
how Panthers batsmen will do.
That's the critical
Yeah,
thing.
whoever plays better in batting, probably they'll win the game.
So
Yeah.
on that, all is well has a better batting unit. Obviously, we all know they're 1 to number 7. If any two of them click, the game just goes down. So all is well Panthers will be pick all is well. Again, we're going deep into next week too. There's Bindas versus Mambas on Monday next week. I think I'll just pick Bindas to take it and close the deal. Panthers versus Cricket Ninjas, again, very important for Panthers because if they lose all is well game, they'll still want to try and win the game and then leave it to the rest of the run rate. So Panthers Cricket Ninjas, I think I'll pick Panthers.
Panthers.
War Rangers Gladiators next week, Wednesday 20th. Important for both of them. If War Rangers and Gladiators win or lose this week, and this game could be a literal eliminator where both of them could end up on the same points. So your pick.
War Rangers.
War Rangers. I think I'll pick Gladiators in that game because if the situation comes to that they need to win that and move into the playoffs, Gladiators will probably have upper hand. And the last game of the season before the playoffs, hopefully, Badshahs and Super Giants. Badshahs has an advantage that they will know all the scenarios by then.
Yeah.
If they are in a situation to qualify, they will be given they'll probably have the target and say this is what we need to do and this is how many runs or wickets we need to win by to make it if there is any chance.
Yeah.
So it will be a very good chance for them to take a look at the scenarios and then play the game. But Super Giants is also a very good young team, so they just need to be wary of that. But we will pick probably Badshahs to make that game. So guys, this is the I think the longest video we have ever done in this season because there's so many scenarios this week. There could be a lot of other combinations coming into picture if there's a rain out. We don't want to consider that right now because it's going to complicate everything. So let's go with the positive scenario.
As of now, weather looks good.
All games will happen, and then let's wait for the results on the field rather than the weather to take the teams into the playoff. All right. Good luck, everyone. May the best team win on the day, and I know everybody will come out charged up. So good luck, everybody, including you, Hawks. They'll win, but he's still tensed. All right. Good luck, guys.
All the best, guys.